So this is Мэри Enn's company is one of the companies I'm working with as a consultant, and to a large extent we are working with paradigm shifts, as I said, but also gross national happiness. Now, gross national happiness is originally not a business model. It's a model for measuring and accomplishing welfare in a nation, such as Bhutan, where it's invented. In Bhutan, they do not measure gross national product, but rather gross national happiness. So it started when in the 70s when their former king was traveling around, 16 years old, trying to understand, also looking for wisdom, just like us, and trying to understand what in the West he could learn. And he was not impressed by so many things, except for equality and democracy. So a journalist asked him, what about Bhutan? It's such a small country. What can we learn from you? You don't even have a gross national product, do you? And the king said, well, maybe we don't have such a great gross national product, but in fact we are more interested in gross national happiness. And so it started in cooperation with different researchers from all over the world. And now this has influenced Scotland's government, Google, and many other countries, and also Sweden. So Sweden is now, partly thanks to us, I will say, in our network, introducing a new measurement for welfare in the nation. When we are also using this as a business model, because we are reflecting on what would happen if we, as Мэри Энн said, would be more whole and embrace all parts of ourselves in whatever we do, also in business, so that we measure and accomplish prosperity and progress in a more holistic way. And this is gross national happiness is a good model for that, because it includes not only economical progress, but also health and good governance and diversity and ecological resilience, education and inner well-being, time use, and so on. There are 9 different dimensions. It depends on what we mean by happiness. In my definition, it would mean harmony, when there is peace. So there needs to be a balance and a peace. It's also a question of balance between these different dimensions that I mentioned. So the gross national happiness could easily inspire to a model that brings also a concrete measurement of harmony and balance. If in an organization there is balance between people's inner well-being and the economical profit and the the quality of leadership and development and diversity and all these dimensions, if they are in balance, then there is harmony, and then there will be a harmonious, constant outflow and inflow, like a breathing. This business will be healthy and therefore happy, you can say. It's the same with a human being. If different dimensions are in balance, if my health is in place, if I have stability like in life with economy and somewhere to live and something like that, if I can govern myself, if I can have good relations, and if I can be myself in a world of diversity and so on, then I'm whole. It's the same with a business and a nation. I would say to really listen to your heart, because this is the life that you have, and treasure it, and don't separate your business or your work life from your personal life, because this is the same life that you have. And when you lie down at night and try to sleep, and maybe you have lots of thoughts going around in your head, what is it that you really treasure? What is really, really important to you then? What makes your heart tick? And make sure that this is also the same thing that you will measure when you wake up the next morning.
I would say also have love as the starting point and the end point. what would love do, you know, in this particular situation, or what would increase love. Because actually you will not be able to love your life or love yourself if you're not loving what you do and also doing it in the way you love to do it. If you're actually, you won't be able to actually live with yourself if you don't do what you love and do it in the way you love it.
If you feel that you're in a situation where you search for new meanings in life or in business or wherever, please take it as an opportunity for growth, and do not be contented with the first solution or change that you find out, but continue listening to that voice that somehow from this distant position says, keep on, because sooner or later, in this life or next, or however you view it, there will be a realization that whatever you thought was a transformation or something new will be realized as a bubble. And there is more. This is exactly why I switched from, you can say, or not switched, but expanded, transcended from merely Christianity to embrace also Buddhist philosophy, because in the Christian mystic tradition there is a realization of oneness, and there is more. So when you continue listening to this little voice saying there is more, keep on, listen to it, and don't just follow the first advice you get. Also in business and also in your life. Maybe you are thinking that, okay, if I only change my way of living, if I change my partner, if I change the town where I live or my business model or whatever, everything will be fine. Well, do it, but keep on listening to that voice, because there's more.